So I also made a crash course video on how to use a massage gun, and I'll leave that link down below. But this is going to be someone that's been using a massage gun for a little while, and here's a few quick tips that might take your massage gun to the next level. Tip number 1 for me is reach. I am a very flexible person, and I can reach down below and I can reach high. But one thing I've learned is rather than having a super long handle, one thing you can do is I could just come across here and put it here, and then I lean up against the couch. The couch applies the pressure, and then the pressure allows to dig into my back, thus not needing someone to help me massage, right? And that helps you get that extra leverage you might need. So put it here, lean up against the couch. You're not going to want to lean up against like a door or anything like that, because it's got to be kind of a softer surface, because again, this is going to be pounding into you and be shooting back. So the door is going to feel the pounding too. So you're going to want to do it more on a softer surface. Tip number 2, this one comes to you from a 39-year-old dad athlete who likes to meet and greet people at the gym. So warm-ups, okay? I use this almost more for warm-ups than I do recovery, because I can be sitting here talking to you, having a conversation, and I am currently warming up my forearm, getting ready to hit some Ninja Warrior activities. Tip number 3 comes from you guys, because a common question I get in any massage gun review video is, does it vibrate in your hand? And is it a lot of vibration? Well, that's the nature of massage guns, right? As it applies force, going back and forth, it's going to vibrate and shake your hand a little bit as you apply that force. So what I think they're getting at is they want a massage gun that has a lower amplitude, because that's going to make sure the head isn't going back and forth as much. So this is the Bob and Brad. This one has a 7mm amplitude. The Sportneer one here has, I think, 10mm of amplitude. I can't remember off the top of my head. And then, I don't have it with me, but the Theragun has 16mm of amplitude. So the longer the travel of the amplitude, the more it's going to kick back, right? Which I think is the question you're asking. So the Bob and Brad, this is actually the massage gun I personally carry and is my absolute favorite for many, many reasons. And I've done a lot of videos on it, so I'm not going to go in depth here, but this one has very little travel. So this one might be good for you because it also has enough travel to do the job. Tip number 4 comes from those bony areas. So your bones here or your shins that, you can just tap your bone. Well, number 1, most massage guns have like a soft air cushion head. The problem is some of those air cushion heads are so worthless because you can just push and the whole thing deflates. If you do not have this, no fret. Not a big deal, because you can always use towels, okay? Put a towel over your forearm if you're working on your tendonitis, like I often do. Put a towel over here so then you're not actually pounding that bone, thus causing more inflammation and issues. So you can just use any soft material, right? Sweatshirt, anything like that, to make sure you kind of cover up those bones. Speaking of tendonitis, tip number 5 comes to you from scraping the muscles. So if I turn on the Bob and Brad massage gun, this is the flathead. Rather than pounding my tendonitis in my forearm like this, I like to rotate the head. So I'm actually going across, let me show you this way. I'm going across my muscles, right? I'm not actually pounding in, I'm going across them like this. Like I'm parallel almost with my arm, okay? And what's that's doing is allowing me to scrape back and forth. Sometimes I do this on my IT band and other areas where I need to kind of make the muscle go back and forth rather than just pound it, right? And that can help loosen it, especially on tendonitis and stuff like that. Now, different types of massage gun heads will give you obviously different effects. So for instance, if this is the Sportneer, another popular massage gun that I personally love, they come with these 2 different unique heads. Now this one has a little bit more of a curved feel. Again, it's kind of that flat head, but this flat head you can see has more of that little edge. Now that's the type you want to then scrape back and forth, and you can get that nice scraping without the pounding, and then also you don't have to worry about the bones quite as much either. So anyway, I hope these 5 tips helped you take the massage guns recovery to the next level. And please comment down below with any tip you also have. Again, I have been using massage guns for a couple of years. I've used 50 or 60 of them, but I still want to learn from you. So thanks for joining us. Till next time. See ya.